And there's another little diskette. They're still there, even though. When's the last time you saw a diskette?
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about, let's see, I was talking about the XREF Manager. XR is the shortcut as well for the External Reference Manager. So if you did want to go in, do want to point that out. So a few of you who've attended the AutoCAD fundamentals, we get into the basics of attaching an XREF, but we don't get into the XREF Manager. So that's why I wanted to make sure we had a chance to touch on that. A couple other things then. Well, I guess we're kind of getting down to the wire here, but I just want to talk about a couple other things that happen. We do have, let me undo way back. We do have the ability to control the display of XREFs in our file. So these are, I wanted to show this because these are a couple new things that have been added in newer releases of AutoCAD. By default now, in 12, I think maybe back to even 10, 11, 12, when you attach an XREF, what's going to happen is it's going to place it in the location you specified, and it's going to look a little bit like this. So it's going to be faded out just a tiny bit. It's going to be a little bit almost transparent. What's happening is that it's a system variable. We can control it from various places, but I like to do it from the Insert tab on the Reference panel. At the bottom there on the expanded Reference panel, there's this little slider. You can also click here in the field at the end and specify a level of fading. And the higher that number, all the way up to 90, the more faded that XREF is going to be. Now you can see that that floor plan is very, it's easy to distinguish it from live line work, live geometry in this file. I like to do that sometimes when I have a need to differentiate quickly what's live, what's XREF. I usually leave this set back to something a little bit, somewhere in the 50% range, I think is the default out of the box.
70, actually.
Oh, is it 70? See, I always forget what the out-of-the-box things are because I never live with them out of the box. I always go and change them right away. So if you don't like that, if it's too faded back, you can just grab the slider. I believe you can do this from inside the Options dialog as well.
Options, Display tab.
And then there's also it's just a system variable. So if you can remember the name of the system variable, quick.
XDWG FADE-CTL.
There you go.
Like that.
There you go. That's why I do it from the reference panel. So that's one of the situations that we, one of the things that we can do to change the appearance of an XREF. I wanted to show that we can also clip XREFs. A couple new things have been added there, but you can, let me